Hi everyone, I'm going to make an art journal page today. I'm using my mixed media notebook and I'm thinking very simple page today. At least I hope it will be simple. I've already got acrylic paint here. I've got white, mint, cobalt blue and dark purple, and I'm just starting uh, here in the middle with the white, and I know you can't see it, but right now I'm just putting it and I'm doing it quickly before it dries. And now I'm starting with the mint and I'm trying to create some kind of lighter center here, and this is quite just smearing paint and having fun with it. There is no planning except having the center lighter. And now I'm taking a little bit of the blue and trying to blend a little and just add to the overall piece. And I didn't like it too much here, so I just took more from the mint green and added. And I'm not quite sure that I like the cobalt with this green mint, but we'll see. Right now I'm looking more of smearing it and getting some coverage for my page before I'll start playing more with the colors. I'm just taking more of the mint and getting over the blue, and that's how I'm blending it more, at least trying. It's easier to blend with a sponge, but I wanted some vertical movement to my page, so that's why I'm using the paintbrush. So now the purple, and as you can see I'm not cleaning my brush. I'm letting all this color just blend together. It's a little bit difficult. It's very hot right now and everything just dries really quickly, so I'm adding a little bit water to my paintbrush just to help move the paint. I'm just dipping the end of the paintbrush. I think the purple works better with the mint green, but I'm leaving the cobalt because there isn't much of it, so it doesn't bother me too much. And a lot is going to go over all of this, so I don't really care. This is, as I said, it's more coverage and it's first layer, so that's okay. And most of the cobalt is going to get covered right now. Just took more of the mint green and I'm trying to blend all of it with the purple and more water. I'm just keeping at it. I know it's not really it doesn't really matter, but I'm keeping at it until I'll get the result that I want. More water. And more water. The problem where I'm putting more water is that it dilutes the paint, and then it's not as vibrant. So that's most of why I keep trying to blend it more. That was a mistake. Baby wipe can always help. And now it also takes a little bit of paint here and there, and I like it, so I'm going to keep at it. I like how it took paint in several places, and I'm going to do it in several more because I like how it turned out. Sometimes mistakes works. And I can also add just more white, but I'm leaving it and just picking up a little bit more paint. Let's get another baby wipe. I like how it's turning. Who knew? The baby white saved the day. Okay, here is my background. I'm going to let it dry, which won't take a lot of time in this heat, and I'll be back. Okay, I've got my first layer, my background dry, and now I want some stamping all around to add some interest in the back. And I'm just going to take this kind of stamp, not really caring about where it's going to be, what's going to show. This is just to add interest. Nothing to it. And yeah, so I'm done with this stamp, and I want to take now this one, which looks like a calendar, and you will see why at the end. I'm working a theme or about time, something like that. I'm not completely sure yet about the outcome of this page. I just I don't know, putting down some elements that I think will work, and we'll see what happens. So there is not a lot of planning, just something some idea, but not much than that. And let's see, I've got this one. Enough with this, and I'm moving on to stenciling, and I'm going to use this stencil from Stamperia, and I'm thinking where I'm placing this clock that I have here, and I'm going to use, I'm hoping it will show, I've got this ink pad in the color of dark purple. I hope it will show. Don't have a lot to say about this ink pad. I bought it when I was on vacation in Prague, so can't tell you anything about it in terms of brand or whatever, what kind of ink pad it is. Don't read check. So I'm just going over with a makeup sponge. You really need to press it down when you use an ink pad and not an acrylic paint, but it does have I don't know, another way of doing this. It doesn't look the same as acrylic paint, and it doesn't cover the background. And if I will lift it, you can see still what I've stamped underneath. It's a choice. If you want to cover, then use acrylic paint, and if you just want something very light and not really intrusive on your page, then use the ink pad. I thought about not doing this like tag that is connected to my watch, but I'll just do it anyway. It doesn't bother me too much, so I'll just do it. Oops, this moved. My stencil moved. Let's hope I still got a nice image when I remove it. Yes, I have. So that's done. And somehow I managed to put, always smearing paint. Okay, so I want to I will go over it with my heat tool just to make sure it stays in place, and if I'm putting anything wet on top, then I won't have a smearage. If it's a word, I don't know. So I'll be back. I'm back. So I wanted some flowers here. I didn't know quite what I wanted. So I went through my stashes and took one of this is from a scrapbook paper, and right now I'm thinking I'm going just to tear this corner and I want it here, but I'm not sure about it. I'm going to tear it, and if it won't work, then maybe fussy cutting it. As I said, this is just it's not planned. I'm trying to create something, but I'm not sure what I want exactly, so I'm kind of winging it. Maybe something like that. No, it may be that I will just drop it. I'm just trying to work with it, but if it won't work, I'll just drop it. Maybe a half torn and a half a fussy cut will work better. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to place it like this, and I'm going to trim the excess here, right down here. I think it works nicely in my corner, and just to make it more in sync with the rest of the page, I'm going to ink around the edges with the same dark purple that I've done my clock, and then we'll see. I think I need some more of this roses. It's a good thing that I have some die cuts in the same scrapbook paper, so it's going to work and be more cohesive. As I said, not completely sure how it's going to be placed. Something like that. So what I'm going to do is take again the makeup sponge and go over all my edges, and it's better that I will trim it now, because I want to also go around this edge, and I want to ink it too. So I'm going to mark and trim it so I can work all around. And I'm going to do the same thing to these two pieces, and then I'm going to glue it. I'll be back. I'm back. So this is in place. I've inked around the edges. I've inked around this piece that was supposed to be here, and I looked at it and I really liked how this turned out here in the corner. So I just tore this piece from the same paper, and I'm thinking of putting it here. And again, I'm just looking to see how it looks on my page and where I want it, and here I want to trim it also. So I'm going to do the same thing I've done at the bottom piece, just marking. Gonna cut it, and again I'm going to go all over the edges. And if you can see, I've went in here, and I'm thinking even a little bit more. I think I liked when my that the corners are darker than the rest. So when I'm inking, I'm starting just doing the edges, and after that I'm going in, and I'll show you. So if I've got this piece and it's going to be glued here, and just going to ink more here in the corner, because I just think it frames the page better, and it gives it more dimensionality. So, but it just as personal preferences. You don't have to do it if you don't like it. And here I want to trim it more, so just tore it a little bit more. So now that's just plain paper from my scrapbook paper, and just glue it down if that's what you're using, with whatever glue you have. It doesn't need anything special. Here I just went in with a permanent marker just to have a nice edge to my page. Like this is permanent marker, and I used the wider tip just to finish everything nicely. And now I'm looking how to place the flowers. I'll put it like this. So again, just gluing it down. My page is I think is almost over. I just want to put some saying, and I'm not sure if I want to write it or find how to print it. Let's see. I hope everything is glued down as it should. And I don't know, something is a little bit missing. And I'm looking, I've got this is the scrapbook pack, and I'm just looking to see if I have something that will be nice to write on the saying that I want for this page, and I'm not sure. I've got two pages with this kind of die cuts that you can take out, and then it's all designed pages. And well, I don't know, maybe I'll just take this one. Let's see if it works on the page. Maybe, yeah, maybe. Or to keep with the whole thing, maybe more of the same page. Just take a, I have to to see what works better. I've got this piece that I've trimmed. Maybe this will work better. I'll ink around the edges. Okay, I'll be back. I'm back. So it took me a while to find a piece that I liked to write on, and it will it will hold whatever I wanted to write, and it's this each day is new, live it fully. And I just wrote it with this calligraphy felt pen by Zig. I really like it. The only problem with it, it's not permanent, so I can't go over it with anything wet. It will smear. But for this job, it was enough, and I'm just going to glue this to my page. And here we go. And I found this ribbon that I really like to put on the top of this tag, so it's just going here, and that's it. That's my page. Very simple, I think. and this is it for today. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for leaving me comments below. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye for now.